Hello and welcome to the introduction to the Tasty Treat Box stamp set and Tasty Treat Box dies. Now this is a fun one if you like to give treats. So here you have this striped, that's to stamp stripes on your treat box. For sentiments we have XOXO, yum, enjoy, love you lots, and then thanks, for you, hello, and yay, and then some little like confetti polka dotted things, these little hearts. And then for the dies, you have your little treat box. You're going to need to cut out 2 of those. I'll show you how to put together a treat box. And then you have this one here can work as a handle to put on your treat box. There's several little tag shapes, a little heart tag, circle. Here's I die cut them so you could really get a better look. Here's your treat box, which I've die cut 2 of them out of white cardstock. It's like a little mini popcorn box. And then you have this red one here, which can work as a handle you can put on your box. There are some shapes and some tags. The shapes can be used to die cut an opening in your treat box. If you want to make it like see-through, back it with acetate. You could layer the tags on it, a lot of different options. There's also some coordinating sentiment dies. So I stamp the sentiments and then I use the coordinating dies to cut them out. 2 little hearts as well for embellishment and whatnot. Okay, I'm going to stamp the Tasty Treat box with the stripes from the Tasty Treat box stamp set. I'm using Poppy ink on white cardstock, like the traditional popcorn box, you know? And now you're going to have to stamp this 4 times because you need 2 panels and each panel gets stamped twice. Okay, so there you have, ready to go. Now you're gonna, like reinforce the creases. I like to use my Teflon bone folder, but when you run it through the die cutting machine, it also scores it along all the little tabs and ends. You just want to make sure that all of those creases have a good fold. Okay, so you're going to do that to all panels, all sides. And pick your adhesive of choice. I'm going to use score tape. You could also use tape runner or liquid glue, whatever you like to use. I love to use score tape. I find it holds it very securely, and you can get different widths. This is actually really thin. I think it's 1/8 inch score tape. I also have a 1/4 inch, and put that on all the little tabs and on the bottom to hold the box shut. Both sides, easy peasy, a lemon squeezy. I don't know if you like to put together little treat boxes, but it's one of my favorite things to do, aside from card making, is making treat boxes. And then usually I end up eating the treats. No, I try to give it away, but let's be real. Okay, so carefully removing the backer to the score tape, and then you're just going to line it up and adhere it together. The first one's always the trickiest, and you just, you kind of eyeball it. You fake it till you make it, and you put that box together. So what I like to do is then fold it flat, and then get that tab in, and I find that gets it lined up the most parallel. Is that the right word? I don't know. But, and then the bottom here. Just fold those flaps in, bada boom, bada bing. No fuss, no muss. Tasty treat box, ready to go. And you can embellishment. Fill that thing with popcorn, fill it with candy. Great for Valentine's Day, any time of the year. These little sentiments fit perfectly on the box. Love you lots. Here's one that says enjoy. And that looks good. Grapefruit on that poppy. And then here's one, parsley. I stamped it with parsley ink on a parsley cardstock, putting on that red stripe. You could also put a heart behind it to add a little love. Love how all these colors work together. You could add that handle on the side. Here's one with the, what is that, Oceanside circle. You could also do that circle and die cut it right into the treat box and make it see-through. Back it with acetate. So a lot of different versatility with zhuzhing up your treat boxes. Now here's a card that I've created using the Tasty Treat Box stamp set. I used that confetti, stamped it with a watermark ink. I stripped up the background. The love you lots I stamped with black ink, and then used those solid hearts to fill in with poppy ink. And then here's my treat box, which I showed you before. I filled it with mints, and then for funsies I added a tag, and then in the back, what everybody really wants is a gift card to McDonald's. Let's be real, they have the best fries in all the world. And I like to save my gift cards because it just makes me happy. So you got some mints for fresh breath, and you got some McDonald's for Mental Health Day. Okay, there you have your Tasty Treat Box stamp set and Tasty Treat Box dies.